So where are you headed?
You mean cosmically? On my life's journey?
Where's your plane headed?
Boston. My friend Jenny's going through a thing with her husband and her wife. It's complicated.
So she has a husband and a wife.
One's current and one's an ex. Lawyers, shrinks, and animal rights groups are involved. It's a mess.
Where in Boston?
I don't know the old part. Jenny says she has mature trees.
Never been.
Never been. First time if I ever get there. We may never get anywhere.
Well, I have to get out.
Don't we all?
No, I mean, I've got to get out. I just had a call, and I know that people here have plans and things, but I really just need to.
You've got to get out.
Yes.
I understand.
I have a meeting.
Well, how can I compete with that?
No, look.
Hey, see that guy over there? I bet he has a meeting. And those bunch of toupees and suits over there, look at them. Oh man, I bet those are the Diamond Elite Preferred guys. They let them board right before the Nobel laureates. It gives them a little extra time to put their egos in the overhead bin. You can bet they have a meeting. But hey, if those meetings don't happen, then things won't get decided. If things don't get decided, well, oh man, I don't even want to go there.
This is what I used to love about you.
No, it's not.
And this is also why we broke up.
I'd always wondered.
You didn't. You did
Listen.
really well.
Hey, you know, when people break
We
up,
talked it all out at the back booth at Morty's. Our friends were very impressed. We were very serious.
when people break up, there's a thing that they decide on, you know, the thing they can agree with, that they tell their friends. And I don't know, then there's the truth. And I don't think people ever tell each other that. I know I never told you.
Right.
So where are you headed?
Austin.
You're not.
It's a complete waste of time. My boss thinks that I can get this account, but
Have you ever been to Austin?
no.
It's like a bunch of freaks down there, man. Like techno Woodstock. Just a bunch of ex-hippies with guitars and iPhones. Like rooming with Steve Jobs and Stevie Nicks. But I mean, hey, I love it. 10 years and counting. So where do you live now?
I live in Boston. You don't know what? Come on.
Attention passengers. The Department of Homeland Security reminds you to never leave your bags unattended. Thank you for your cooperation.
I really need to find a payphone.
Oh, perfect.
What?
Of course, you don't have a cell phone.
Oh, but I do. I am very modern, Reed. I got one as a gift. It is somewhere in my apartment, and I just can't seem to find it. How long do those batteries last anyway?
Here, use mine if you have to.
Thanks. What is it? You have the same old tell you did back in college. Whenever you're stressed or upset, you take your fingers, run them up behind your ear. Same old tell.
That's ridiculous.
Didn't you ever wonder why I always knew when something was up?
I just thought you were remarkably intuitive.
Oh, sucker. What is it?
Nothing. It's no big deal.
Read.
I'm just waiting to hear from my daughter. I've left her 4 messages and she hasn't returned any of my calls.
How did
She's
you...
great. She's 12, but we had a fight and we're going through like
A thing?
yeah, it's no big deal.
I bet you're a terrific dad. You know, that's what made it so hard all those years ago, just knowing you'd be such a good dad.
I'm not. Not lately. You know, I think about you sometimes.
Well, come on, make me rip it out of you.
When it's late at night, I'm driving and I'm scanning the radio stations and NPR comes on.
And you drive off a cliff.
No, but I change the channel right away.
I knew it.
And then I go home and I put on the NPR site. And I make a pledge. Now I still can't stand the smug little voices or the vapid little snippets of music, but hey, I give a little bit of money and I guess that's because of you. What?
That's what you remember about me?
No.
Our apartment,
Yes.
the cat,
Yes.
our road trip to New Orleans,
Yes.
the old
Of
Toyota,
course,
Sunday
all
breakfast
those
at
things.
mornings, and you're just telling me that it's all lost or forgotten or, I don't know, like filed under the heading of that NPR girl I knew when I was in Madison.
Just go
Oh,
back
that
to
is so disappointing. No, really, congratulations. I'm glad you still have a conscience or a guilty heart or whatever it makes you, that makes you pay for something you don't like or use. No, really, I commend you. I listen to it all the time, and I have never pledged a dime. Oh yeah, they're gonna track me down and shoot me, I'm sure.
You've never pledged.
Why would anyone do that?
Oh, God,
It's free.
good.
They don't know who you are. Why would anyone pay for that? But really, you know, as your former lover, girlfriend, partner, soulmate, 22 months, I would just like to think that you remember just something a
What?
little more wonderful. Something with some faith in it.
It was good to see you again, Helena. I've got to return a few emails and, you know, I got to get something to eat.
Right, okay.
I hope it works out with your friend in Boston. I really thought there'd be some time to,
No, of course not.
so, I just thought there'd be more time, but there isn't.
tell him, Billy, about us?
I never told anyone. Did you tell anyone?
No. Not an idiot. So you like her, the girl you're seeing?
I do. I'm really happy.
That's great. I've been meaning to ask you, do you still have our photo and things?
Why?
I pretty much got rid of everything. All our emails and everything. So I think that you'd understand why I'd appreciate it if you did the same.
I have the photo from the photo booth. The one you gave me. It's in a safe at my house, so it's pretty secure. And
Actually, I'm more concerned about the emails that they could get out. Did you erase them?
no.
I'd appreciate it if you did.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Why not?
Trudy, you know, whatever else, I mean, look, I was a mess after you left. I was a fucking disaster. 4 months, total washout. Woke up in January and saw that we had a new president, which reminded me of you, and well, that was another 5 months gone. Then I started drinking less, and I met Sarah. That's the girl I realized without you, honestly, I know you thought it was a line, but I never felt anything for anyone like I felt for you. So I guess I have to thank you for showing me it was possible.
So you're still in LA?
What?
That's the long-term plan?
I'm sorry, what?
If you really loved me, how could you just throw that away?
You told me I had ruined it.
If you really never felt anything like you felt for me, how could you give up so fast?
You told me it was over.
One fight,
That,
and I
that,
turn around and you're gone.
that I had ruined it, that I had killed any chance
I'm glad
and
you
should
feel
never
so
contact
bad.
you again. Did I misunderstand something?
And then you patched it back up or whatever. No, it's just fun. It's just funny, that's all.
What specifically is funny about this situation?
You look so happy and healthy. Everything that you came away with. I used to feel so full of, even at my most depressed, I had this capacity for love. And when I met you, it was like proof that the heart is bigger than we can imagine. That it can stretch to encompass so much more than convention dictates. And now I feel totally the opposite. The heart is porous and unreliable. There's no such thing as fate. There are just people who meet the right and wrong time. There's lust and there's choice. broke my heart.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I'm not saying I'm not happy because most of the time I am. It's hard work to be happy. And I feel completely different, like a completely different person than I was.
You don't seem different.
I seem different to me. I don't know, love, that idea of love now seems small to me. That's all.
But it's not. I saw your name in my inbox, and my heart leapt.
That's adrenaline.
No, look. I saw you walking across the room towards me just now.
Yeah.
And
It's chemical. Love, attraction, it's all a bunch of chemicals. I've read a lot about this. First there are the hormones and they tell you to get looking. And then there are the druggy ones, adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, they tell you to keep looking. Then if you're lucky, then comes the special one, the bonder, oxytocin. That's what keeps us from straying, supposedly. Science.
I don't care. I look at your face, your perfect face, and after 2 whole years, I feel like there is a God. And he made you from a part of me, and that means that you're supposed to be next to me. Always.
Well, I don't feel that way.
Sitting across from me right now. You don't feel anything?
I feel something. It doesn't mean anything.
That makes me so sad that you think that.
Yeah, well, join the club. I should go.
Right now?
We're having people over.
Cancel. Eat with me.
No! Idiot. That's why I scheduled a dinner party, so I wouldn't end up in bed with you.
We wouldn't end up in bed.
Max, you know, it's not all bad. It's even kind of wonderful sometimes.
What is?
To look at your person and know that you're with them. Not because of some compulsion or magic design, but because you have choice. You choose them. It's not all bad.
If you say so.
Don't you think I should be taking this? Seems like an opportunity.
What?
All this
hate documentaries.
No, I mean the film. What we've been working on, whatever you want to call it.
Pretending to be real life.
There's no pretending.
Suit yourself. This is me in the act of devouring a lemon-filled jelly donut. Jelly is a bit of a misnomer in this case, since it seems to be actually a kind of custard. Meringue, maybe.
Professor Hubbard, could you give us any insight on the comparisons between Cervantes and, let's say, contemporary Latin American writers such as Cesar Guerra?
An episode in the life of a landscape painter?
That's the one.
Well, the only valid comparison I could make is the adventure itself. 2 men, horseback, trekking out into the vast unknown, in search of romance.
Romance.
Meaning,
Meaning?
stop repeating everything I say.
We're taping this, you know? We're shooting this.
I know, but it's boring when you do that.
What's boring?
Repeating everything. It's boring.
Isn't repetition part of primitive ritual?
Oh my God.
Well, isn't it? Poetry, song, dance, the drum.
We'll move on to something.
So touchy all of a sudden.
I'm not touchy.
You are.
I'm not touchy. Just don't know this film idea is.
Let's change the subject.
Let's.
What's all this junkie business, for instance? First I heard of it, shocking actually, from heroin to scholarship.
It's not a business. Well, I guess it is.
Quite lucrative.
That's not what I was.
Tell us about the time, the era, you know? The street life.
I liked it better when we were just exchanging pleasantries. You know, the camera changes everything.
How?
I don't know. It stops something.
Forget about the camera.
I can't.
Tell us about you leaving your wife and children. Now there's a subject.
I don't want to talk about that.
You're so grouchy.
I'm sorry. I just feel like I just want to have some coffee and eat a jelly donut and not think about anything.
Fine by me.
How's your mother?
What?
Your mother?
Haven't checked. It's not my job. It's Lucy's. Juicy Lucy.
I see.
She's in there with her started it. Sedatives, antibiotics, vitamins, I don't know, the regular chemical cocktail.
Right.
She's got a nurse with her as well.
Can't the nurse?
My mother has quirky requirements.
What's the matter with her?
Nobody seems to know.
Doctors?
Riggers, they're calling it.
Oh, so they have a name for it.
Psychosomatic.
As soon as they have a name for it, they give up.
What?
Trying to figure out what it is.
Paralysis. Her hands are like claws. Feet all seized up.
What happened to her? Something must have happened.
Fell out of a pine tree way back.
Pine tree?
Middle of the night. High up.
Climbing? What was she doing?
Accident. Trauma, you know?
You think I could meet her?
Why?
Well, I'd just like to meet her. We're all living in the same place.
Thought you said you were just visiting. On the mend.
Well, sure. Yeah,
Just to heal from your separation, that's what you told me, isn't it?
that's right. Don't think I'm not grateful for the hospitality.
You're not living here.
No.
This isn't your home.
No, it isn't.
You're a visitor.
Yes!
Good.
How'd you find this place anyway?
Mother's owned it. Divorce settlement.
Spectacular view.
Yeah. They say James Dean used to stay here.
Really?
Yeah, when he was first starting out. Slept in the same bed you're sleeping in. Just like George Washington.
You're kidding.
I never kid.
That's unbelievable. James Dean.
Yeah. Fresh out of Indiana. Of course, it might just be another fable in the LA canon of hysterical imaginings.
Hysterical what?
Never mind.
Never seen it from way up like this. You can see the whole valley.
Yeah, the whole nasty panorama on one gasping breath. When it's clear, you can see the Pacific.
Is that it?
What?
That bluish band way out there.
No. That's smog. It's over there. When you can see it, the ocean.
Blue smog. I thought smog was yellow.
Changes colors with the seasons, like leaves back east.
You know, the Spanish recorded smog in their journals as far back as the 1500s.
What color was it then, Professor?
I adored you.
Really? Seriously? I never knew that.
Of course it did. How could you not know that? I mean, you're my big brother. I mean, I was born loving you. You were my world, not Pop, you. Okay, but everything I did, everything I said, I would check to see, did you like it? Did I make you laugh? Or did I piss you off? Okay? I never knew what Billy I was gonna get. Was I gonna get the fun Billy or the fucking psychopath? I mean, you fucking terrorized me growing up.
Come on, man, that's just brother stuff.
It wasn't just brother stuff when you put me in a chokehold until I almost passed out.
I was just fooling around.
Or punched me in my face while I was sleeping.
I did that maybe like once.
It was more than once, okay? It was enough for me to lose sleep night after night, waiting for the sucker punch.
Come on, man, I don't remember half the shit you say I did to you, man. I don't remember all that shit.
Because I was the one the shit was done to, okay? I mean, I was the one the shit was done to, okay? You so fucked with my head. Every Sunday morning, riding to church, pummeling me in the back seat, okay, until I was black and blue.
Oh, come on.
Mom and Pop always made excuses for you, okay? It's just Billy being Billy. He just has to blow off some steam. They know how you abused me.
Oh, to abused you? Little brother, you shouldn't throw words like that around.
They knew and did nothing to stop it.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you something. When they passed away, were you a little glad that they were gone?
No, glad? No, Billy, I wasn't glad our parents died a horrible death.
No, not a little bit.
That is a disgusting thing to say. Listen, about your situation. Molly and I talked it over this morning. And you can stay through Monday.
Oh, what, Monday?
I will get you a hotel for a couple days after that.
Then what?
And then you were on your own, okay? She left this for you.
What the hell is this?
It's numbers for you to call, okay? Agencies, organizations, the people that should be able to help you find a place.
Dude, whoa. Dude, all this after just one day?
I said you could stay through the weekend, but Monday, though,
This is such a fucking hardship, me sleeping on your fucking couch?
it's for the best.
Oh, yeah, who's best?
You need to move on, and so do we.
Mm-hmm. Is this you talking or is that her?
What?
Is this what you want or is this what Molly wants?
It's what we both want.
Oh, really?
Listen, look at all the chaos you've caused in 24 hours.
So what did I do?
You tell my kids things about me being a pothead. You tell Molly things that I told you in confidence just to stir things up. Hey, you're a chaos machine. Hurricane Billy strikes again.
So much anger.
I'm not angry.
Oh no, you sound pretty angry to me.
I was, okay? I'm just worn out. I've had it.
You can find this hard to believe, but I'm not the same Billy as I was before.
Okay, yeah, right.
But you don't believe people can change? Really? Listen, hey, I don't want to die alone.
You should have thought about that before you blew up every relationship you ever had. Okay, listen, I am really sorry you're afraid of dying, but that is your tragedy.
You know what? The whole time I was in prison, did you ever come visit me even once?
Why would I come see you? I was done with you.
No, and I wrote you letters, never wrote me back.
I had nothing more to say to you. You killed our parents.
Holy shit, it was an accident!
That's kind of a deal breaker, okay?
I was impaired at the time. You know that. Yeah, I have a disease, man. Addiction is a disease.
Okay, yeah, I know, the disease defense.
That's true. Yeah. Chemistry is destiny. Face it, you lucked out.
How did I luck out?
You got the good chemistry, obviously. You ever once think how it felt for me watching you succeed at every fucking thing you touched?
That might be how it looked, but you don't know how fucking hard I worked to get the hell away from the farm, as fast and as far as I could.
You know what? I didn't fucking ask for this, okay? My whole fucking life I'm trying all kinds of shit to fix this chemical imbalance I was born with, man. I was fucked.
There are still consequences for your actions.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're cold, man. You know that? Dude, where's your compassion?
I have no shortage of compassion.
Oh, no. Oh, for strangers. It's your battered wife, single mother. Oh, you'd help them. No questions asked, man, but your brother? You know, your own flesh and blood? Nothing.
So, I'm supposed to be responsible for you forever and ever, no matter what kind of shit you do.
We're fucking family!
I am not your keeper, bro, okay? What are you doing? Excuse me, Billy. Billy, I am not afraid of you anymore.
Oh, no?
No.
No? You know, I don't believe you.
Would you get out of my way, please? Billy, you do not intimidate me anymore.
You know what, little brother? I think I'm intimidating you right now.
Would you please move? Get out of my way.
Boom! Oh, you flinched.
I did not flinch.
Oh, you so flinched. Here we are, two middle-aged men, and I can still make you piss your pants. Get the fuck out if you're going. Oh, yeah, hey, oh, one last thing. I fucked your wife. Yeah, that's right. I fucked Molly. You know, it was before you guys were married, but just so we're all coming clean with each other.
Get out of here.
Oh, what's the matter, little brother? You should thank me. I got her all revved up for you.
Now!
Well, you said Monday.
I want you out now.
Look, I just thought you might want to know.
I did know, you sick fuck. Molly told me years ago. But you used it. You stopped at nothing. Get out of here now. Take your stuff and go.
You know, I was just trying to be nice. Yeah. I bought you donuts and everything.
Keep the change, okay?
Oh, hey, little brother, that part about me dying? Sucker. Fuck you.
Cunt.
What?
Cunt.
No.
It's not a question.
No.
It's not a yes or no question.
Public?
Yes.
No.
Please stop saying no.
How public? Who exactly was there?
Washington Post, Huffington
There
Post,
hardly.
CNN, okay, BBC, the New York Times, and 3 Chinese diplomats.
The ones who speak English?
They all speak English.
No, I think there was one last year who struggled with idioms. You know, like slang, so he might have gone over his head.
Everyone heard it. Everyone got it. 2 people gasped.
No.
These aren't questions, Jean. Stop saying no.
He said the words, "My wife's a cunt."
He said, "Please excuse my wife's absence. She's having a cunty morning." Wow.
It's not we can contain that. We all have cunty mornings sometimes. My son has a memory report. Clearly having one today.
She was in the room.
What?
Margaret. She was in the room. She entered the meeting late, but she had been there for 10 minutes when he
Called her absent.
and a cunt.
Cunty.
If this is you workshopping your response to the
I'm just
right now.
processing. I'm trying to. Why didn't he see her?
She was sitting.
Oh. And therefore invisible.
He was standing. The diplomats thought it would be rude to sit, so they were all standing. They were all standing, having the meeting, blocking his view, and she was sitting.
He stood for the entirety of the meeting?
He can't sit right now because of the cleaning of his right.
I thought they were removing it.
Well, they couldn't last week because of the shit with Israel. There was talk of doing it today, but he got booked up. 9 a.m. briefing, 10 p.m. and a.m. China. Non-proliferation discussions in an hour.
Okay, but then
2 p.m. Leslie Hopper endorsement.
Okay, but afterwards.
3 p.m. handshake with the Jacobson twins.
Can't we reschedule them?
The veterans who were blinded and maimed while saving their units in Iraq? We're gonna say no.
I'm just spitballing.
Handshake, briefing, meeting, 6 p.m. pedicure.
Push the pedicure.
Have you seen his feet?
Blink, Harry. You're not blinking.
Petty, tux, and then 8 p.m. gala honoring FML.
What?
FML. FML, the Female Models of Leadership Council.
I think you're going to need to include the council part in that acronym because you do know what that means.
I just told you.
No, but
literally, I've had to bully 200 feminists into attending tonight's gala. I've rewritten Cody's speech 37 times. Also, that our female base doesn't shrink, smaller than a nutsack in the snow. This is the final hour. We're headed into re-election. FML.
Someone texts you. FML, it means
The point is, he's booked, Gene. He's fucking booked. Which is why Margaret entered the meeting late. She was on the phone with Dr. Rice, and they had to reschedule the procedure. Clodis didn't see her. Bang, bang, boom. County.
So Margaret agrees, but Dr. Riveson said the abscess on his anus should be removed, and that makes her a cunt.
He's pissed she's insisting on surgery. He said that his friend Jerry from college had the same thing and that it went away without surgery.
What the fuck does Jerry know?
He said he should rub some tea tree oil on it.
How does a person even get an anal abscess?
Jerry said it can happen sometimes from ass play. Ass play? When it's rough?
No, I know what ass play. Please stop saying ass play. Is that particular activity a plausible cause for this anal
How
abscess?
should I know?
You're his right hand.
Exactly. But not for that activity.
You're his chief of staff.
Yes, if you want to find out about something like that, you talk to the First Lady.
Right. Like Margaret would go near his asshole.
She would know if he was getting into that kind of thing and everybody else.
Why would she know that?
Because it's him and the terrorist. Their weird marriage with all of their weird arrangements.
So she and I don't have an arrangement, so I can't just go up to the First Lady and ask, oh, is your husband getting into rough ass play?
I just
with
said,
some other
if
video?
you want to know, then you're going
Want
to
to
have
know? I don't want to know. In the last 3 years, I've had to bail on 7 first dates and my sister's mastectomy just to spin shit. I don't want to know right now. I'm trying to figure out if my biggest problem today will be explaining why the President of the United States used the word cunty to describe his wife to 3 diplomats, or if there is still something more awful involving ass play that I need to know about. Harriet? Is this the day that there's an oozing pustule on the anus of my week, or is everything fine?
Really, my dear, was that necessary? Sorry. We knew something was going on, of course. I've made inquiries. An American diplomat. Really? As if Armageddon were a cinematographic show you wish to sell in as many countries as possible.
Oh, the earth and all the kingdoms thereof.
We will win, of course.
You don't actually believe that, do you?
Obviously, heaven finally triumphs over hell. It's all going to be rather lovely.
Oh, really? Hey, let me ask you something. How many first-rate composers do you guys have up in heaven? Because Mozart, he's one of ours. Beethoven, Schubert, both Bachs.
They have already written their music.
You'll never hear it again, will you? Oh no, no more Albert Hall, no more Glenn Vaughn, no more BBC Proms concert series, no more compact discs, no, just celestial harmony.
Oh dear.
Oh, I know, you know, and that's not only what you'll lose if you win. Think about it, no more quaint little restaurants where everybody knows your name, no more old bookshops, no more Glen Maxwell dill sauce or Regency silver snuff boxes, all gone.
But after we win, life will be better for everybody.
Oh, please. You'd be just as happy with a harp as I'd be with a pitchfork.
We don't play harps.
We don't use pitchforks. You knew what I meant.
But it has to happen. The 4 horsemen will ride out. The seas will turn to blood.
Listen. The seas are fine just the way they are. That's where your disgusting sushi comes from, after all. We have about a decade, and then all of this is over. You have to help me.
No!
No. Look, this is Armageddon we're talking about here, okay? This isn't some little temptation I asked you to cover for me when you're in Glenborough for the festival. You can't just say no.
No!
Shh. Dad is talking. We can do something about this. I have a plan.
I am not interested.
You're impossible. Fine. 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 Ooh, I know. Hey, let's have lunch. I still owe you one from
Paris. 1793.
Oh, yes, I remember the Reign of Terror. You know what? Was that one of yours or one of ours?
Can't recall. Quite a nice restaurant, though.
Ooh, it was. Shall we? After you. Oh, sorry. Oh. Let's see. Ooh, it's under new management. Sorry about that. Oh, apparently it's still the most expensive restaurant in all of London. It's molecular gastronomy. Oh, apparently they're cooking with molecules.
Not really my kind of thing.
Oh no, old friend, and what exactly is your kind of thing?
Well, they always do a lovely high tea at the Ritz. I have several very nice little Chateau Neuf de Paves at the shop. I picked up a dozen cases of them in 1921, and I still have a couple of bottles left for special occasions.
You know, oh, one second. They're not too big on wine in heaven, are they? Well, I don't think you're gonna find any Chateau Neuf de Paves up in heaven, will you? No. No more single malt scotch or cocktails with those fun little umbrellas in them.
I told you, Crowley, I am not helping you.
Oh.
I'm not interested. This is purely social. I'm an angel, you're a demon. We're hereditary enemies. Get thee behind me, foul fiend. After you.
Too early in the morning for that. Know what I mean?
She's a kid, for God's sake. Why would she be interested in guys like us in the first place?
Speak for yourself, man. I get chicks looking at me all the time. All ages. Dudes too.
It's not worth it, okay? You pay too big a price. It's never free.
You need to get laid, Miles. You know what? That's gonna be my best man gift to you this week. I'm gonna get you laid.
Wonderful.
You know, I'm not gonna get you a gift certificate or a penknife or any of that other horse shit.
I'd rather have a knife.
You know what? You have officially been depressed for like 2 years now. You know, you're a negative guy anyway, even back in college. And now it's worse. You're wasting away. Teaching English to fucking 8th graders when they should be reading what you wrote. Your book, Smiles.
I'm working on it.
Not working hard enough. Are you still seeing that shrink?
I saw him on Monday. I spent most of the time helping him with his computer.
You know what? I say fuck that. And what's that stuff you take? Xanax?
And Lexapro, yes.
Yeah, I say fuck that too. You need to get your joint worked on, Miles. Miles, check out that chick.
Yeah, that's mine.
You know her?
Sure I know her.
You know that chick?
Yes, I know her, okay? This is where I eat when I come up here. It's practically my office, and occasionally I will have a drink with the employees. She's great. She's worked here for like a year and a half.
She's incredibly hot.
Yes, she is, and nice, and married. Check out the rock.
That doesn't mean shit. When Christine worked at Sushi Roki, she wore a big engagement ring to keep guys from hitting on her.
Well, this gal is married to like some philosophy professor at UC Santa Barbara.
What's a professor's wife doing waitressing? That's obviously over.
You don't, just calm down, okay? You don't know anything about this woman, okay? Let's just eat.
Well, hey, Miles. It's good to see
Hey,
you.
Maya, how are you?
I'm good. You look great. Did you lose some weight?
No, actually, but thank you. Busy day, huh?
Sunday. You guys going out tasting?
You know it. This is my friend Jack Maya.
Hiya.
Hi.
It's nice to see you.
Bye.
Back to work.
She is jamming.
Yeah.
And she is obviously into you. What else do you know about her?
She knows a lot about wine.
Now we're getting somewhere.
She likes Pinot.
Perfect.
She's a fucking waitress in Buellton, Jack. How is that ever gonna work out?
You did. Why do you focus on the negative? Didn't you see how friendly she was to you?
She works for tips.
You're blind, dude. Blind.
I can also recommend the ostrich steak. It's very lean, it's locally raised.
I love it. You've been here before.
Yeah. Now I live here.
Be with me. I'm with you now?
That's not what I mean.
Passover. When it's your time, when you're ready. Passover. You're king. Stay here with me. Can we just enjoy tonight?
It's
It's 10 to midnight. You gotta go in 10 minutes and then we have to wait a week to meet again.
You know I'm just a visitor.
For how long? Couple months? Then what?
We're not discussing this.
Then you're gone.
We're not
You're
discussing
just gone. You could have forever. Forever?
Who can even make sense of forever?
Well, however long you want then. You could just remove yourself like that. It's not a trap. It's... Look at it! Touch it.
I'm going.
It's real. This is real. And this.
Well, come on. You know it's just a gesture
You married me.
to help you pass over as a kindness.
It's not so kind to leave. Look, I'm sorry, it's just... I've got this chance. Well, you've got this chance. I want to share it with you.
I'm going.
What? What is it? You feel bad because your husband isn't here?
Don't.
Well, he made his choice. He chose to turn this down.
Oh, please, don't
It's
start.
not he left you. He could have chose to pass over here, but no, he left you.
You don't know what you're saying.
You should be mad at him, not whipping yourself with guilt.
Just stop.
Oh, you can't see it, what he did, but it was selfish, actually.
49 years. I was with him for 49 years. You can't imagine. You can't know the bond, the commitment, the boredom, the laughter, the love of it, the fucking love. You have no idea. The sacrifices we made. The years I gave to him and the years he gave to me. You have no idea. I mean, did you even think to ask? We had a daughter, Allison. Always difficult, always beautiful. Died at 49 years old, bless her heart. And Richard and I, we felt that heartbreak as one. And you think you're the only person who's ever lost someone? Go fuck yourself.
I didn't know.
Didn't think to. You know, when he was dying, Rich said to me, well, when they offered him this to pass over, pass through, to serve eternity in this fucking graveyard you're so in love with. You know what he said? He said, how can I? When she didn't get a chance, he said, how can I? So he went. And I wish I could believe they're together now, that he's with her, but I don't. I don't think they're anywhere. It's just like you said, gone, just gone.
I'm sorry.
I pitied you. Do you hear me? I pitied you. And now you give me some fucking speech about how peachy the afterlife can be. You want to spend forever somewhere nothing matters? End up like Wes and all those lost fucks down at the quagmire? Go ahead. But I'm out. I'm gone.
Kelly, I'm sorry.
name's Helen. You're from Milwaukee. Oh, I'm sorry. Have you met Lillian? She's like my best friend, even though we've only known each other for like 5 fucking minutes. You know, it's really funny because like we are soulmates and we are just like so perfect and fuck. No. Come on.
You need to step out of the car, ma'am. Go ahead and walk in a straight line for me. Yeah. Mhm.
See? I'm not drunk.
So you're just a terrible driver.
Can I stop walking now?
I'll tell you to stop walking.
But I told you, I'm not drunk. Hey, if I was, could I do this?
I would hope so. Okay. I believe you, okay? You can stop walking. Alright? I'm still gonna have to give you a ticket.
What? Why?
Funny thing about brake lights. You're supposed to have them.
I knew it. Those have been out for like a year. I'm so stupid. I promise I'll get them fixed this week. I promise. You still have to give me a
Yes,
ticket?
I do. What happens when you break the law? License and registration, if you please.
Here.
Winwood Drive. Practically neighbors. Live over on Ashley.
Oh, I used to work on that street.
No kidding. Where?
I used to own a bakery there for a little bit.
Cake. Your cake, baby? You had the sign. That was your face.
That was me.
That was you.
That was me.
You make good cakes.
Thanks.
You used to make this pastry with this custard or cream or
Cream puff.
cream puffs. That's what you call it. Delicious. I used to get served by this tall, broad, like wormy faced guy.
My boyfriend. He was my boyfriend. He left when the business went under.
You're kidding. What a dick. I'm glad I never tipped him. You know what? Let's just forget about this whole thing. Under one circumstance, you get those lights fixed tomorrow, so you don't kill anyone. Here, I got a buddy of mine who's got a body shop down in Milwaukee.
Bill Cosby?
With a Z. Different guy. Yeah. Don't mention the whole Bill Cosby thing to him either. It really drives him nuts. I mean it.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. And you know, if you mention my name that I referred you, I'll give you a particularly good deal.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, I appreciate your cakes. So Reed, my name, Rose, Officer Rose.
It's really nice of you. Thank you.
We're not all bad. Actually, the rest of them are, just not me. I'm the best of them.
Thank you.
Eleanor? Come on in. Hello, Eleanor. I'm Michael. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. One question. Where am I, who are you, and what is going on?
Right. So you, Eleanor Shellstrop, are dead. Your life on Earth has ended, and you are in the next phase of your existence in the universe.
Cool. I have some questions.
Thought you might.
How did I die? I don't remember.
Yes. Well, in cases of traumatic, embarrassing, or sudden deaths, we erase the memory, which can be upsetting. Are you sure you want to hear it? You were in a grocery store parking lot. You dropped a box of low-calorie fudge cookies, and when you bent over to pick it up, a long column of shopping carts that was being returned to the shopping cart collection area rolled out of control and plowed into you.
Oh boy.
Now, you were able to grab onto the front of the column of shopping carts, but it swept you out into the street where you were struck and killed by a mobile billboard truck advertising an erectile dysfunction called Engorgelate.
That's awful.
Well, it's not great. If it makes you feel better, there have been 927,605 more embarrassing deaths in history.
That does make me feel better. Thanks. So, who got it right? I was Presbyterian. Did we totally nail it?
Yeah, not really. The Hindus are a little bit right. The Muslims are a little bit right. Jews, Christians, Buddhists, basically every religion guessed about 5% of it. Except for Doug Forsyth.
Who's Doug Forsyth?
Well, he was this stoner kid who lived in Calgary in the 1970s. One night he got really high on mushrooms and his buddy Randy said, "Hey, what do you think happens after we die?" Doug launched into this long monologue and he got it like 92%. We couldn't believe what we were hearing.
Wow. Then what happened?
He huffed some gasoline, fell asleep, and forgot the whole thing. That's him right there, though.
Wow. So, I'm really dead. It's kind of sinking in that. Oh boy. Oh God. I can't stop.
Yes. This is called post-revelation gas expulsion. And it happens to about 8% of people, mostly burping, but sometimes. Oh, there it is. Drink this, Eleanor.
Wow. That was humiliating. That's actually one of my biggest fears, to do that in front of other people.
I'm very sorry. You'll never be afraid here again. I promise.
Does that mean I'm where I think I am?
Well, it's not the heaven and hell idea that you were raised on, but generally speaking, in the afterlife, there's a good place and there's a bad place. You're in the good place. You're okay, Eleanor. You're in the good place.
What? That's good.
Sure is. Now, you're going to have a million more questions, or actually, you'll have 6,208 more questions.
How detailed is that clipboard?
Everything will be answered in due time. I promise. For now, just come this way.
Did I burst with me? Nope. I'm dead. Right. Okay, let's go. So, are you like God? I thought you'd be taller.
No. There are many levels above you before you get to Supreme Commander Zortrax, the almighty lizard god who rules us all. I'm kidding. It's not a giant lizard. Sorry, that's my little joke. But I guess I'm what you call a helper. My job was to design this neighborhood. The good place is divided up into distinct neighborhoods, each one containing exactly 334 people.
By 334.
It's the perfect number of people. Trust us. We're omniscient. There are thousands of neighborhoods, each one a unique, flawless system created expressly for 334 perfectly matched human souls, blended together into blissful harmonic balance.
Wow. There is a lot of frozen yogurt places.
Yeah, every neighborhood has those. People love frozen yogurt. I don't know what to tell you.
Cookies and drinks and a little party. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome to.